too long to give up. Can't go, I need all pesos, want it all. Case closed, I go balls to the wall, can't hold. To the ball game over, these boys can't hold me. You boys can't hold us, I told you. Better not be the one to doubt us. Cause we've been putting in the hours. We only taking what was ours. So you better not be the one to doubt us. Cause we gon' blow your mind.
Hello everybody, I'm Larry Ridley and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the 49ers going up against the Jaguars. So with kickoff approaching, let's send it over to our commentators here this afternoon, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Well, Larry, with a sight of fans splashing in pools behind the end zone, we can only be in one place. That's Everbank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back, and now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
Let's go! Green 39! Detroit! Detroit!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
When I watch plays like that, I give a lot of thanks that my DNA did not make me an offensive tackle because that is a very difficult job to hold your block against a really good defensive end and hang on to it so your runner can get to the edge and do it without holding. I don't know that that's really possible for very many people.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Now look at the starting unit, and here's to you, Mr. Robinson.
Oh, I like that one. Allen Robinson, I love coming out of Penn State. Everyone kept telling me he's not fast enough, and I kept pointing to the film and saying, yes, but he catches everything. He's definitely a threat.
All right, now look at 56.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the All-Pro, Navarro Bowman. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to be stopped At about the 37. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop. And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 15 yards there for number 15. Now they'll run it on the toss. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And for Jacksonville, their defensive starters, the youngster, the rookie out of UCLA, Miles Jack, a guy to watch.
You have to watch him because he can make a big play from just about anywhere on the field. Top 5 talent. Ends up going number 36 because of a knee injury last year at UCLA. They'll use him all over the place for matchup situations, and he will wreak havoc. One of the things that I observed when Dante Fowler was coming out in the NFL draft, how hard he played the game. Every time I turned on a tape, he was either rushing the passer, making a play, or making a play in space against the ball downfield, or hustling from one side.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Dante Fowler able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. And this one is no good. He missed it, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And the linebacking core could certainly be crucial today.
They do everything really, really well. Fly to the football, defend the pass, you name it, they do it, as well as set the defensive front.
He's got time. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. It's caught at the 10. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 63 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end. And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
Here we go now.
2nd and goal as the offense looks to try to punch it in. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
No, check.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. The touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now the 49er offense ready to go and getting back out onto the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And some room to maneuver. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. Well, every quarterback, especially a rookie quarterback, loves to have plays like that from a guy running the ball.
Takes a lot of pressure off the youngster, doesn't it? He doesn't have to throw the ball in bad situations. Just turns around, hands it to his big horse. And we've seen rookie quarterbacks ride great runners right into the playoffs.
And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And they're just a couple of yards shy of a first down here on 3rd down.
Here we go now.
They'll set up to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Jaguars getting set to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Lucky 56. Here we go.
He'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Eli Harold from that outside linebacker spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. They'll set up a throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A good pickup there, 22.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They're going to look to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Back to throw here. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 23 yards on the play. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down.
Hurry up, here we go.
He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here we go now.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. Flag comes in here for pass interference, but not on the defense, Charles. This is on the offense.
Occasionally, these officials will look out and watch and see that the offensive player can make a mistake.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll look to throw, and he comes back with one complete. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but they have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks. Those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Let's go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They'll drop to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Dante Fowler in there to drop it for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So make it 2 missed field goals for him now, but I have the sense, given that distance, you could probably forgive him here on this one.
Yeah, this is out of the range of just about anybody on planet Earth except probably you, partner. But you just got to drive it out low and hope that somehow you hit it absolutely perfect. But no real chance for this one to go through.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Going to give this time to the tailback. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with third down and just a yard to go.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll be taken down at the 34. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They come out here in the eye. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Now let's go. Blue landed.
They go play action here on first down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Their big tight end with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
20 yards on the pickup there. And the 49ers are going to get a first.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Now let's go.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And now a first down following that long gain. Again, he'll drop to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw here on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we send you now to Orlando and our Tiburon studios, where Larry Ridley's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Again, we'll see the pistol here.
Green 39! Green 39!
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Well, there really wasn't much there, but a completion is a completion. A tough third down awaits them.
They get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on third down.
Here we go.
They're going to look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Another pistol look here.
Let's go. Green 39! Green!
Going with a short yardage man, Gronkowski. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on third and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way, you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
Now a play fake here on first down. His throw incomplete.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, ball's out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback, and he said everything they did was on the count system. So when he took a snap, he counted in his head for certain routes, different time frames for each one, and he knew if the ball wasn't out of his hand at that point, he'd better eat it because the play was dead.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Their big tight end, his first touchdown of the new season. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you. Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Now back to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop him?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
They come out here in the eye. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result. Because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defensive front to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him. Sat there waiting for him and made the play.
4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Back to throw here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and we will remain tied here in this third quarter.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Fowler in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. They'll set up to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Really nice little connection there. They go with the corner route, and it works out well.
And the best way to set up the corner route is to throw slants throughout the ball game, so when you're able to get back outside, the defender has to respect the inside game.
Throwing right, and that's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
They go play action here on first down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
2nd down now after the incompletion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the 49ers have moved out in front. And it's up and good. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there. You've given yourself a chance. You're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. Back now in Jacksonville. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This is taken at his 4. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. 10 yards still left on second down.
Hurry up, here we go. Leopard.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Ian Williams with a tackle.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. So on now comes the kicker. It's Jason Myers. This to break our fourth quarter tie. And Myers able to knock it through, and that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Now they'll run it on the toss. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long, with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play. Third and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. He'll drop to throw. Throws right side, and that's complete. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. So he makes the grab, and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line, giving them time to complete that first down pass.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the 49ers have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super tall. Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as well.
But that was pretty nice to watch if you like a defense's perspective because they understood where the first down line was as much as the offensive guys did. Did not give up any more ground, and when the ball was thrown, reacted really well and swatted it away. One of the advantages of zone defense, you never take your eyes off the quarterback, and when he reacts, you do exactly the same and go get the ball.
A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now they'll run it on the toss. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And they'll go on the ground. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11. And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. Now they try the right side here. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
Here we go now. 3-19. Detroit. Hurry up, here we go.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's some pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there when you see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the football really well and continually wants the football. Why? He knows his offensive line's going to give him great effort, and he gives great effort himself to finish off runs.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to...
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And this one will be brought back to the 22. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
There he goes left side. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me.
And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. DeForest Buckner in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. And this looks to probably be the final play.
Set! Green! No, check! Gun!
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.